On the other side, ladies and gentlemen, Ram Bhakt Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has decided to organize Akhand Ramayan parts during the Navratri festivities in the state. Directives have been issued to all district magistrates across the state to organize grand cultural events at all temples of Goddess Durga and Shakti Peeths. Every temple in the state has been directed to hold recitations of Ramayana and Durga Shakti during Navratri, for which a fund of ₹1 lakh will also be granted to each district. The state's decision has now sparked a political war of words, with the Congress and the Samajwadi Party calling it an assault on secularism. This comes even as a string of BJP leaders and Hindu saints hailed the state's order, saying that UP is the land of Lord Ram and any event to uphold Lord Ram's legacy must be welcome. Listen in.
जो हमारा संविधान का प्रेम्बल है, उस मूल में राम दरबार का चित्र है और ये राम दरबार का चित्र क्या दर्शाता है? भारत की संस्कृति को दर्शाता है। इसलिए योगी जी ने जो कदम उठाया है वो कोई नया कदम नहीं है, मैं उनको धन्यवाद देता हूं।
योगी आदित्यनाथ रामायण करें करवाएं कोई गलत नहीं है, लेकिन जो एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव पोस्ट पर हैं, जैसे डीएम हैं, उनके पास इतना ज्यादा एक्ट होते हैं, वाहिनी है, उसके थ्रू रामायण का आयोजन जितना कराना हो कराएं। अगर ऑफिशियली वो करते हैं तो कल ईसाई मांग करेंगे, बौद्ध मांग करेंगे, जैन भी मांग कर सकते हैं, क्रिश्चियन मांग कर सकते हैं।
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 2 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
And joining the panel along with Dr Anand Ranganathan, Tehseen Poonawalla and Mr Vivek Silas is Dr Kaushal Kant Mishra, spokesperson of the Uttar Pradesh BJP. And Dr Kaushal Kant Mishra, my question to you is, you're being called as non-secular government because as a government you're giving money for a particular religion and for Ramayana Akhand parts. That's the question that is being raised against you by the opposition parties like the Congress and the Samajwadi Party. Respond to that.
Navika, with the opposition party or other parties giving the funds for iftar party, then there is no question. A few days back in Telangana they have given the iftar party. In Delhi there is going iftar party. When they are giving salaries to imams, then they are secular. But if the same thing is happening for majority group, that is Hindu group, then there is a problem. I don't see anything illegal in this, because whatever the order issued by the Uttar Pradesh government, it is as per law and it is given under the Sanskriti Mantralaya, Cultural Ministry of the Uttar Pradesh government. It is just to provide the remuneration those who are working in the programs. I don't see any reason that we should see with the eyes of secularism and non-secularism. If we are going by their criteria, then if the iftar is going on, then what is harm in Ram? Because they have always discriminated in the past. In the past, if you see, this majority religion of the country is always discriminated on the name of secularism. If we start from many things, if we see the religious act of 1992, if we go by when the Right to Education Act is modified and they have eliminated the madrasa from the Right to Education, so there are many episodes in the past.
Respond, Mr. Vivek Silas. Respond to the fact that iftar party में तो कोई परहेज नहीं है, iftar party होनी चाहिए, लेकिन अगर नवरात्रि के लिए या राम के अखंड पाठ के लिए कुछ दे दिया जाए तो आपको तकलीफ होती है. There's a logic in that question.
Yes, good evening again to you, Navika ji. I'll tell you the initiative that has been taken by the Bharatiya Janata Party is okay, fine with it. There's no problem about it. But giving just 1 lakh to a district looks very, very unjustified. It looks just like a formality.
Yeah.
It's just like you are making fun of a festival, you know. There are, you can say, at an average, there are 25 to 40 blocks in each district, and each block has around 50 villages. the amount should be at least 10 crore plus district, then only such events can be held. As far as Bharatiya Janata Party, I'll talk about the Samajwadi Party. When we were in regime of between 2012 and 17, we were giving money and pension to the pujaris also. The pilgrims were also given priority, and the Kumbh Mela that was held during our regime was rewarded. It was awarded, ma'am. You cannot deny from this. As far as the Bharatiya Janata Party is concerned, what they had promised, I think this is the right time for the Bharatiya Janata Party. They had promised a free.
कृष्ण जी भी सपने में आए थे, लेकिन secularism का जो charge लगाया है, how sound is that? And that is the question I want to ask Dr Anand Ranganathan. Dr Anand Ranganathan, कभी पैसा कम लग जाता है इनको, कभी पैसा ज्यादा लग जाता है इनको, कभी इनको सेक्युलरिज्म खतरे में दिखता है, कभी इनको देश का कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन खतरे में दिखता है. What is the actual problem? Because there is a ooh-la-la about this order that has come out, but no one is willing to come out and stick their neck out to say कि भाई ये गलत है क्योंकि हिंदू वोट चला जाएगा.
Navika, you can give Hajj subsidy for decades. Use taxpayers' money to host grand iftar parties, plunder state coffers to pay monthly salaries to thousands of maulvis. Ask government-run UGC to completely fund minority institutions that keep 50% seats reserved for Christians. Step in to overturn a Supreme Court judgment just to appease the Muslims. Leech thousands of crores preferentially from Hindu temples. Sell off and control thousands of acres of Hindu temple land. Spend hundreds of crores of taxpayers' money for the Kartarpur corridor. But the moment Yogi Adityanath gives us pittance for Ram Akhand Path, secularism khatre mein aa gaya. Navika, if you truly believe that religion should keep out of state, the corollary is equally applicable. That the state should keep out of religion, but does it? I will never tire of repeating this. That our constitution is plural, not secular. Secular means total separation of religion and state. Total. There are half a dozen articles and amendments and directive principles in our constitution that make it plural, not secular. In fact, the word secular was inserted in our preamble by Indira Gandhi during the emergency. It was absent from Ambedkar's constitution. Our state declares itself to be secular, but is shamelessly not so. A petition to free Hindu temples is pending in the Supreme Court since 2012.
Exactly. And Tehseen Poonawalla, why don't you stand up to say that states should not be governing temples in this country? If they are governing temples in the country, then where is the problem in money being given? And where is the Congress on this issue? Is it against, or is it for, or is it, as usual, confused?
75. I'll answer the second part and then the first part. 75 districts in Uttar Pradesh, 75 lakhs is going to do nothing for such a big festival. You should spend at least 700 odd crores if you really want to make an impact. 75 lakhs is just tokenism. This is a fact, and man, nothing will happen in 75 lakhs in a state like Uttar Pradesh. But let's come to what is on the issue of freeing Hindu temples. I said this yesterday and I'm repeating. The day Tehseen Poonawalla is Home Minister of this country, वो छाती ठोक कर आपके शो पे करेगा, और जिन लोगों ने इस पे ऑब्जेक्ट किया उनको वहां भेजेगा जहां उनको भेजना चाहिए.
आपकी तो सरकार थी, तहसीन पूनावाला तो नहीं है, लेकिन आप जिस पार्टी को सपोर्ट करते हैं वो तो 10 साल बल्कि 50 साल सरकार में रह चुकी है. छोड़ा नहीं उन्होंने टेम्पल्स को.
अरे वो छोड़ो ना, अमित शाह जी से सवाल पूछो क्यों नहीं कर रहे. मैं बनूंगा करूंगा, नहीं करूंगा यू पुल मी अप एंड फ्रैंकली स्पीकिंग विद नाविका. But right now Amit Shah ji is the home minister. When he promised he would, why is he not doing it? I'll ask you, why can't he withdraw it?
Should Rahul Gandhi say Hindu temple should be freed from government control? Should Rahul Gandhi say it, Tehseen?
I think no religious institution should be run by the government. I think anyone who's in power should do it. The BJP
so many years, why were you giving only Hajj subsidy? Why were you giving only Hajj subsidy? My friend, hypocrisy catches up with you. इफ्तार पार्टी करते थे, आपने कभी दिवाली पार्टी नहीं की. मैं डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह की इफ्तार पार्टियों पे रेगुलरली हर साल जाती थी, कभी दिवाली पार्टी पे नहीं बुलाया.
ठीक है मैम, therefore they've lost power. Now who's in power 8 years? मोदी जी और अमित शाह जी.
No, don't hide behind. The fact of the matter is that for once there is a chief minister who's actually showing the mirror to you. That if you call secularism as, supporting and appeasing one community, then this is the time when he will do what he has to do, which is also somehow end the neglect of the other community, which is the Hindu community. Now, if you have a problem that secularism gets threatened by that, then come up with the logic on why you abuse secularism for so many years. That is the true question. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you to my panelists for joining me on the News Hour tonight. Good night and be safe.